Hello Capricorn, thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm going to use the Lelima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck by John Holland. This feels more like an oracle deck than a tarot deck to me. I know it says tarot, but that's why I'm using this one with this one. Alright, relationship first, single second. Alright, so that's a pretty card. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Capricorn. I feel like you're freeing yourself from something. Now, has this happened before or after? After this. You're going to free yourself from something, but I feel like what they're saying is your challenge card, the Devil card, this is what you're freeing yourself from. I see this as your challenge card, and it's like moving on from this. This seems to be where this is coming from. Whatever the problem is, something is really under your skin. And I'm getting with what's coming next is the Three of Wands with the Nurture. Is it Nurture? Yes. I feel you really letting go of whatever this is that's like becoming just this albatross. Is that what they call it? Albatross of your life. It's just this moment here with the Devil. This is your challenge card. Something is making you very unhappy. I feel like you might have a little bit of a stubborn feel with it. But I'm getting as soon as you move on from it and nurture yourself, I'm getting that's going to be better. The problem is, whatever this Devil card is connected to, it's something you are quite emotionally invested in. And it's hard to let go of it. Now, your partner seems to be aware of this. And I feel like they're aware of it in two ways. One, that you're very emotionally invested into it, but they're also realizing that like fighting you on it doesn't seem to be doing anybody any good. So I don't feel like they're giving you a lot of guff about it. I feel like you're choosing all on your own to move forward and move on from it. The Five of Swords with your partner is like whatever the situation is that's bothering you, you're looking at it in the sense of like you don't want to let it go is what I'm getting. They're looking at it in the sense of like there's nothing left to do with it and they don't want anything else. Like there's no win with it. That was weird. I feel like it feels dark all of a sudden. I don't know. Did it get darker in here? I don't know what that was about. That was strange. That was weird. I didn't like that, but it happened. The Devil card. I feel like this energy is just like, I feel you're letting it go, but it's like a dark feel. And I keep feeling like there's something dark next to me now and it bothers me. I'm like, ooh. I'm trying not to think about it, but that's just, there's a feel here like something is really not right. When I'm pulling into this card for the Five of Swords with your partner and the Emperor, because it feels like these are together. The challenge card is for them. The challenge is for them not to not help you through this is kind of what I'm getting. Is that correct or no? Because I feel like they're not really engaging you with this situation because they don't feel like it'll do any good. And I feel like if they would come towards you more and talk this out with you more, I feel like that would actually be better. I'm not saying you would be happy about talking about the situation, but I feel like that would make the situation better. It feels like they're not willing to talk because they don't think it's going to help. You seem to be moving on your own when you're ready. I feel like the trick of this one is you're not, see, I feel like you could hold into this Devil card for a while. It's holding on to a situation it's not helping you. It's not getting better. And you're not getting any assistance with making it better either. So once you decide to let go of it and nurture yourself and like nurture a different path, I feel like things get a lot better. It feels like there's a lot of upswing here. I am also noticing like the Six of Cups here, and what makes things better is kind of realizing, things kind of moved on. But the past is kind of like The past was good, and you kind of want to bring something from the past back in. You want to recreate a good feeling. So you're letting go of this situation, and I feel like that's the opposition to the devil. Is like one of the reasons you finally let go of it is because you want to bring things back to a more positive time, a better time, and just holding on to that is just making you feel like crap, and it's not helping anything. It's not bringing you back to a good moment, and that's what your goal is. There's just this weird energy here right now, and something just makes me feel like really, like, I don't know if it's the devil card or something else, but I feel oppressed. I feel like something's like looming over my shoulder, and I don't like it, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to move on from this situation. It's very aggravating. I feel like I have no choice because nobody's helping me with it, and I just got to kick on forward. I feel really ticked off about it. That's the energy I feel like I'm connecting with your side, and maybe I wasn't giving into it to really express it, but like I'm a little bit ticked off about it. And I don't feel like I'm explaining it to anybody. I'm just kind of like, you know what? The fact that I have to move on from it is because none of you would help me. And I'm not happy about it. And I'm just like, you know what? If it takes me to move on from this, for everybody to get along again, to be like it should be, like it has been, then that's what I'll do. And that's the positive card here. That's the Six of Cups. I think I was pushing that emotion back because I didn't want to experience it, but I do feel like you're ticked off. And I'm getting like that momentum pushes you forward. Because you've got the Eight of Wands here going into the Three of Pentacles. This happens at once. Spiritually, you have the Eight of Wands, just kind of like, fine, I'm doing this on my own, and I got to move it, fine. And you just move forward with a bit of momentum because you're fed up with the situation. And I'm getting the Three of Pentacles is like you're starting work and moving things back to what everybody else wants. You're not happy about it. I can't say that you're happy about it because I don't feel like you're happy about it. I really, really don't. And I feel like I was pushing off that emotion, but now that it's coming through, I mean, I'd like to give a more positive feel to this, but that's honestly how it's coming through. When I'm seeing it on the other person's side, your partner, when you move on and start working towards getting things back more in line with how they feel it should be, they feel like that's a victory for them. They do. They feel like it's a victory for you as well, but I don't think you're going to connect with it that way. I really don't. And I'm getting, spiritually, your partner has the Star card. Like, they feel like things are going to be fine and it'll just move on. I don't know. This doesn't feel good with me. This makes me feel like this is something that's going to sit in your heart, and at some point later on, it's going to come out. That's what it makes me feel like. So, I feel like these are positive cards to explain your partner. Your partner does have a lot of love for you. They just don't seem to want to go into this situation because they feel like it's over. It's time to move on from it. They don't feel like talking about it anymore is going to help you or them. They just feel like it's a dead situation. I do see the King of Cups here. Don't get caught up in the gender, of course, but definitely there's a lot of love from your partner towards you. You're not seeing eye to eye on this situation, I'm getting. And they got the win or lose and the share the love. I'm getting win or lose, like they're just backing off and they're just letting you kind of peter out. Win or lose, whether it's right or wrong, I kind of like, that's probably a better way to put this card. Right or wrong. That's how they feel like they need to handle it. Now this is interesting. The share the love, and I'm getting that's when you're doing the work to move on from it. You're doing the work with the Three of Pentacles to move on from this. You're kicking forward pretty quickly. They're seeing that as a victory, but they're also moving forward to you and helping you move forward. I feel them helping you with this Three of Pentacles. So whatever you're doing to work and move this on from, they are engaging with you. I feel like it's quite clear that you're still not happy. I feel like it's quite clear. I don't feel like you can mince words about that. It's just, you're not happy about this. And I feel like you might even be telling that person, wouldn't do this if I had some help. I would have kept working at that. They're not biting at it. They're not responding. I just don't feel like you're getting anything back. I just feel like they don't want to go. They just don't feel like engaging in the conversation is good for either of you. It really seems like that's where they're coming from. They just don't feel like it benefits either of you for them to engage in that conversation. And I'm getting like what makes things better for them is the Four of Swords with the Shine. I feel what's going on here is they're thinking about what you're saying. They're realizing you're still unhappy. But the shine card here, they're just focusing on the new direction forward. I feel like on the outside to you, it feels like they're completely fine and they're not affected by it. But on the inside, they are thinking about what you're saying and how you're feeling. I'm getting they're trying to help you and they're just trying to move things forward in a good way. They're trying to be supportive in other ways, but I don't feel like I don't know if this is really working for you because I don't know if you're seeing it. Like, are you realizing that they're just this subject they're just not even touching with a 10-foot pole. Anytime they can get away from it or just get around it, they will get around it. But they will support you and help you in other ways. You trying to move on from this, the Three of Pentacles, they'll help you with that. And they'll help shine that way, but they don't want to talk about the situation anymore. They got the Four of Swords, like they're putting down the fight. They're not fighting about it anymore. They're not willing to. But they'll help you in other ways because they've decided this is how this has to go forward. They're still supportive. I just feel like you might have a hard time seeing that because you felt like you were just kind of left on your own, and that's why that situation failed. But that's not how they view it. They were viewing it like it was done. It was done, and that's that. And they don't want to talk about it. They're putting down their weapons. They're just like not fighting about it anymore, not talking about it anymore, moving on. All right, I hope that helps because it's pretty much how that's ending. I hope, what I'm hoping is there's something you're getting out of this that helps you. And the thing that seems to click into my mind is like the perspective of your partner. Hopefully that's helping. I'm not saying you're going to hear that the first time and be okay with this, but maybe if you have time to look at it and watch your partner and just absorb what they're doing over some time, maybe this will make things better. I hope that's the way this goes. But I'm going to leave that there for this, for the Capricorn read for relationships. Now, let's do Capricorn singles. Messages for single Capricorns. That was interesting how I was feeling that darkness come towards me, and I was just like, what is that? But once I clicked into it, I'm like, all right, I see what that is. Like, I think I was avoiding it, to tell you the truth. What do we have for single Capricorns? Messages for single Capricorns. Empowering information that help them see the truth about what's happening and help them move forward in an empowering way to move in a direction that they want to go. Alright, I bust these cards to match up with whatever's down here to bring in information. Face down cards. Yeah, we gotta do. Single Capricorn. I feel like this is a repeat offender. Somebody from the past you were already in a relationship with is trying to come back and do it again. Now, when I say do it again, that's up for you to decide what do it again means. Because I'm getting that person coming forward with the King of Swords. Don't get caught up in the gender, of course, but I feel like they're very precise, and they're pleading their case by you and them should be together and why you should try this again and why this would be a good thing. I feel like somebody's really telling you, like, this is why we should come back together. This is why this worked before, or maybe even better yet, like, this is what's different from before. And I do see you with the Seven of Cups. They are having a slight effect on you. And you're thinking about what they're saying. You are thinking about what they're saying. And I feel like at the bottom here, you do have the Ace of Cups. Like, there is love here. And I don't feel like you would negate that. If this is hitting, you know that you have feelings for this person. You know that they do love you too. But, like, the Seven of Cups is like looking at you're looking at everything that was good and was bad before. And you're standing in the point of the wheel here, just kind of like, how much was really good and how much really wasn't, and how much can really change between us that it would be any better this time. I feel like you're looking at it kind of like we ended this off for a reason. But what I'm getting here in the center is the Justice card with the Strength. For me, what I'm seeing here is like, this person coming around and trying to make amends with you and saying that they want to be with you again, especially since there's love there, it does feel good. But the Strength right with it is telling me you're immediately realizing, like, this was hard before. I don't know how this can be less of a challenge than it was before. I feel like you're really smart in the situation where you're like, that was an issue before, and you're just kind of, I feel like you're having a hard time with this because the emotions are there, the love is there, but you're just like, that was rough. And the Ten of Swords is crowning this. I feel like it's how it was, how it ended, how it feels now, and repeating it. And I just feel like you're kind of like, it was. I just feel like this is really hard because you're kind of like, it didn't end well. I feel like it didn't end well, and you're just kind of like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. And it's weird because it's almost like the fact that there's love there and it's coming around again. It feels sort of good, but it's almost kind of like, this is just, I don't want to do that again. That's what I'm feeling over and over again. I don't want to do that again. I'm almost wondering why there's a reading about this, but I guess this face down card maybe says a lot. Opportunity beckons, and you're wondering, since the love is there and you do care about this person, do you really just want to like walk away from this possibility if it possibly could be better? What is your true opportunity? That's the thing. What is the honest opportunity? Is it getting back with this person, or is it moving on from it and learning your lesson? Let's keep going forward. What comes in next is the Five of Cups. I'm getting you're evaluating it, and you're starting. I feel like you're like, there's a short period I feel where you're together but not officially. I feel like it's kind of almost like dating again, but not officially. You're not letting people know you're seeing each other, or you don't want people to know this because you're just kind of like, well, let's just take it slow and just give it a little bit of a try just to see. But I feel like you're kind of like, let me give it a short, try. Let's see how it works out. And the Balance card here is like, you're realizing, like that Five of Cups I feel like says a lot. The balance is that you're seeing like, no, it's not going to be different than it was. I feel like that's how you're interpreting it. The other person might feel differently, but to you, you're like, no, this is the same as it was, and this is not going to be good. I don't feel like you like it. If this reading is hitting, you get this far, and you're just kind of like, I would love for this to be a different story than it was before, but I feel like you're already like, I'm feeling like I did before. I'm feeling this is why this didn't work. Those feelings that you had to walk away from the situation from, they're still there, and you're just kind of like, I don't want that again. I walked away. This is why this ended. We can't do this again. The Balance is coming forward, and you're saying, I feel like you're telling this person, no. I feel like you're telling this person, like, I feel like you give it a short chance, but you're saying, you know what, that's still there, and this isn't going to work. What I'm getting from that is the Four of Pentacles and then the Page of Pentacles. I'm getting the Four of Pentacles as you're holding your ground. You're standing your ground. This is one of those times where the Four of Pentacles to me feels good, especially since you're an earth sign anyway. You're standing your ground. This is how you feel. This is what you're experiencing. The Page of Pentacles is telling me from this moment, you're not budging. And I feel like this person is realizing you're not. They know you well enough that you're not anyway. But they're slowly getting that you've made up your mind, and that's that. Because I'm feeling you're moving on from this situation. I'm getting that Page of Pentacles. Feels to me like you're closing the book. What's done is done. But I feel like your heart is still kind of invested in this person currently. I'm feeling like for some reason there's still emotions there. I'm getting you're closing that down from this point forward. You've made up your mind, and you're like, it's almost like you're accepting it in your head that this is never going to work. And you're not allowing yourself to think about this person in a romantic sense anymore. Because every time that thought pops in, you're just thinking, that's a train wreck. That's not going to work. That's just more pain. I need to shut that down. And I see that seems to be how this is ending. Okay. I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.